Welcome. In this tutorial, you'll create a simple, effective travel planner and glide. We'll move at a steady pace so you can follow along without pausing. And by the end, you'll have a clean list of trips, each with a destination and start and end dates, presented in a layout that's easy to browse and ready to publish. Start by opening your browser and heading to the Glide website. Once you're there, click Login and sign into your Glide account. After you're in, you'll see your dashboard with your existing projects. Open the app you want to edit so we can add the travel planner directly into it. If you're returning to a project, this is a great way to extend it with a trips screen. If you're starting fresh, that's fine too. Just open the app you'll be working with so all the changes land in the right place. At the top of the Glide interface, click Data. This is where your app's tables live and where you'll create the structure of your planner. On the left sidebar, click the plus button labeled Add Table. From the options that appear, choose Blank Table. This gives you a clean slate to define the exact fields your planner needs. Rename the table to Trips. Clear, singular names make it easier to find your tables later, and reduce confusion when you're connecting screens to data. You'll see the first column created for you. Rename that first column to Trip Name. This will be the primary label you see for each row, so choose something recognizable that reads well in lists. Now let's flesh out the details you want for each trip. Click New Column and add the following fields one by one. First, add Destination and set its type to text. This will store the city, country, or place you're visiting. Next, add Start and choose Date as the type. Then add End, also with the date type. Using dedicated date fields helps Glide format, sort, and display dates properly, and it avoids issues like inconsistent typing or sorting errors. If you like to keep your columns tidy, consider a consistent capitalization style, and double-check that each new column is saved before moving to the next. With your structure in place, it's time to add some sample data so you can see your planner take shape. Click New Row. In the row that appears, enter a trip name, the destination, and the start and end dates. Keep the dates realistic and make sure the end date is after the start date. Having test data makes designing the layout much easier because you'll see how text wraps, how long names look, and how dates appear in the interface. Add multiple trips for testing so you can preview a fuller list and verify that sorting and visual spacing look right. A variety of entries, short names, longer names, different destinations, and spread out dates will help you spot any formatting quirks early. When your data looks good, move to the presentation layer. Click Layout at the top menu. You'll see your app's navigation settings in the left sidebar. Click the Add icon in Navigation to create a new tab or screen. From the options, select the main screen connected to the Trips table. This ensures the new screen pulls directly from the table you created and automatically lists your trip entries. If you don't see the right data immediately, make sure the screen's data source is set to Trips, not another table. With the right screen selected, look to the right sidebar to choose a layout style. This controls how your items appear, whether as a list, tiles, or another arrangement. Pick a style that makes your trip names and dates easy to scan. Since you're working with textual details and dates, a clean list layout often works best, but choose what looks best with your sample data. You can always adjust this later as your data grows. Next, in the left sidebar, click Add Component. From the Components panel, click Simple. This is a straightforward component that pairs well with list-style screens and gives you an easy way to display key details without clutter. After adding it, look to the right sidebar to edit the content. Map the fields so the component shows the trip name prominently, with destination as a supporting detail, and optionally position. Start and end dates in secondary fields if the layout allows. As you adjust these settings, keep an eye on readability. Dates should be clear at a glance, and the trip name should remain the star. If the format options are available, choose a date display that matches your audience's expectations. Back in the left sidebar, sort the components so they appear in the order you want. Drag components up or down until the layout reads top to bottom in a way that feels natural. Keep similar elements together and avoid visual noise. Aim for a neat hierarchy. Title first, key trip info second, and any extra details below. This is also a good moment to double-check how your multiple test rows look across the screen. If text truncates awkwardly or important details get lost, return to the right sidebar and fine-tune the display settings for the simple component. With your data connected and layout refined, you're ready to share your work. In the top right corner, click Publish. Glide will prepare your app and make the latest version available to your audience. Publishing locks in your updates and lets others experience the travel planner just as you designed it. If you plan to keep iterating, you can always return to data or layout later, and your changes will be ready the next time you publish. Thank you for watching this step-by-step Glide tutorial on how to create a travel planner in Glide. If this tutorial helped you, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more Glide tutorials and no-code app guides. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new video. See you in the next tutorial.